YouTube, what's going on? Wreckage MG here, back with another video. So in today's video, I wanted to give you guys the graphic settings that help me run Grayzone Warfare smoother, personally, if you have a 40 series graphics card or a 30 series graphics card. As you all know by now, the game isn't optimized, and this is the best way I could find to get the game to run smoothly, so it's a playable experience until they optimize the game. If you enjoyed today's video, can you please like and subscribe? Without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go down to your start menu and type in GPU, go to graphics settings, and you want to make sure that hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is turned on. From there, boot up your game, and let's go to the game settings. Okay, so now that you're in the game settings, all this stuff is personal preference here, but a couple important things to know is you want to have enable proximity on and enable squad voice on. This is going to allow you to talk in proxy chat and also talk to your squad mates. And if you don't know already, it's Z on the keyboard to talk. Now, if we go over the graphics settings, these settings will be for anyone that has a 40 series graphics card. I personally have a 4090, and this is how it allowed me to get to over 200 frames even if I'm playing in game. Now, I will say this, obviously the game isn't optimized and these settings aren't ideal, but until they optimize the game, this is the best method for a 4090, and I'll show you the 30 series after this. So obviously you want to set the window mode to full screen, your resolution, whatever you play at. All this stuff is personal preference. Frame rate, you want unlimited. You can limit the background to 60 to 120. Now, if we come down to quality, you want to have global illumination on low, shadow quality low, texture resolution epic, effects quality epic. Now with these two, if you're still not getting good frames, then you can drop them to low as well, but I personally like a game that looks good and my PC can handle it. Reflections low, foliage medium, just because there's a lot of foliage everywhere and I don't want it to look real bad. Post processing low, motion blur off, sharpening's irrelevant, we'll get to that. Colorblind, obviously if you're colorblind, put that on. Now, this is the important bit. So I've tested everything, and with a 40 series and even Grayzone Warfare recommend on their page, they have like a little blog about it to run DLSS. And this is what I mean by it's not ideal because the game isn't optimized, because if it was, I'd be able to put 3D resolution to 100 and run my game. But until it is, I have to use DLSS. You want to make sure that frame generation is on and it's on quality, and put the sharpness to 100. And with the low latency, it really depends on your PC. I run on plus boost. You can try on as well and just test the frames and see what you get. All right, now if you have a 30 series card, these are the settings you want to be running. So obviously the same thing, full screen, your display resolution will be set what it is. Your FOV and all this stuff, brightness, that's all personal preference. Obviously VSync always off. Frame rate unlimited. And then set your background to 120 or 60, depending what you like. I set it to 120. Now, this is the difference. You want to have everything low because, like I said before, the game's not optimized. Even the 4090 is struggling. So if you have the 30 series or under, you want to have literally everything low, 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 until you get to here, and this is the difference. So again, these are the settings that Grayzone Warfare recommend for a 30 series. So the difference is, instead of DLSS, you want to run FSR, and then you want to have, again, on or boost, depending which one's better. You just want to test them and check your frames. And then you want to have frame generation on and quality. So this is what my game looks like, and my frames running on a 4090. It does still dip sometimes, but it pretty much sits around that 180 to 210 mark consistently. And not only that, it's very smooth. I don't really get any stuttering. And out of all the different settings I tried, these are the ones that run the smoothest. So until they optimize the game and fix it, I'd probably recommend, if you have a card below a 30 series, I wouldn't even bother playing this game yet. But if you have a 30 series or 40 series, use these settings. Let me know if they helped you, and if they did, could you please like and subscribe? I really appreciate it. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Wreckage out.